Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol NOK, Nokia. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want every single investor to know that I have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. We're going to reiterate on everything that's going on in the chart. We're going to see how it's been moving upwards, and also a lot of new subscribers have joined, and they've probably overlooked this one or missed this one because they weren't in the channel just yet when I talked about it. So if you're a first-time viewer and subscriber, or a recent one, definitely stay tuned till the end because this is a ticker symbol you won't want to miss. And I apologize for yesterday's videos being so long due to the fact that I was talking about so many different things and 3 different ticker symbols towards the end of the video. Today, it's just one ticker symbol and information on one stock. So stay tuned till the end, beyond obviously talking about Nokia. So it's going to be 2 ticker symbols, but towards the end of the video, it's just one. So here we are with ticker symbol NOK, and it's been in a sideways movement. And when you zoom out, it looks like things are just kind of consolidating and hanging out, and you can see a very subtle downward movement, right? Well, when you zoom in at a certain point here, which I kind of found this alarming and interesting. I don't know if you guys caught on to that, how it switches once you make it to this point, right? It looks kind of like a consolidation, subtle downward movement, and then here we are with the drops, bring itself back up, drops, brings itself back up, drops. So it is a very subtle downward trend, and you're not noticing it over all the ups and downs. If you don't catch on to this very quickly, you will actually be thinking that there's opportunity of it going back up and so forth in the near term. I'm not saying in the long term, because a lot of people are bullish on Nokia. I completely understand. And there's 2 ways to look at this: opportunity to buy more, or opportunity to get out because of uncertainty, fear, or you're not quite sure what's going to happen with Nokia moving forward, right? But a lot of people are excited with all the innovations, opportunities that Nokia has ahead of it, right? With the 5G, and then also the 6G opportunity in Europe, and then also bringing, I believe, 5G or 6G to the moon, which is going to be some interesting stuff. So here we are, and I'm noticing, yes, it drops, brings itself back up, drops even harder, brings itself back up, drops even harder. So we just hit new lows here today after this whole entire pattern. Will this pattern continue? And we're getting closer to the point down here, 419, right? 420, and even the 380 mark way down here, 392, that we've talked about previously, that this could end up back at. You know, I've stated it in previous videos. As things cool off, we might end up back around that area, right? Within this whole entire section, right? After all of this cools off, the stock would end up back around that area. And that's really going to let us know where this is going to cool off, and if things have gone back to its normal trajectory that Nokia was going through, which was a very slow kind of consolidating, slowly working its way up type of growth. And we might see that continue, but obviously deleting all of this. You got to delete all of this and kind of ignore what was going on there. That was a very temporary move, and we need to focus on this low down here of 324 and how subtly it was moving upwards till it reached $4. You know, this is a very slow moving stock. I want every single investor to be aware of that. This isn't nothing as fast as what we saw here. Now, Nokia has potential in the long term, and there's many articles and many information and analysis ratings out there stating that Nokia has room in the upside, right? Because of all the future opportunities. So we need to keep in mind that this is going to have to cool off and kind of rebalance itself back at where it started off before this run. And then we need to start paying close attention to Nokia on how it's going to go moving forward. So let's look at our new resistance and support. The 50-day moving average is 454. As long as we're below it, we're in bearish territory. The moment we're above it, we're in bullish territory. And this was a pretty hard drop here from those highs of 475, 474 give or take, and it dropped itself down low to the 430 range. We're currently sitting at 433. Now, the support here is 430. 430, if that gets broken through, this could be on its way to newer lows, new support levels, and we need to bear in mind that this is getting closer to the numbers way down here, and if 430 gets broken through, the next point of reference is 419. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. If 430 gets broken through, watch how this stock is reacting between 430 and 419. Are the bulls trying to reappear, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast? Now, on the other hand, we have our resistance, and that is 441. 441 needs to be broken through by the bulls to bring themselves up and build some momentum. Now, if that gets broken through, that does not guarantee that the bulls can break through 454 and break through the 50-day moving average and end up back in bullish territory. It doesn't guarantee that in any shape, way, or form. Now, what it does state is where the momentum is going for us investors to use as an indicator that, okay, 441 has been broken through. Now this can start to work its way up closer to the bulls' goal, and the bulls are getting closer to getting back into bullish territory, but it's not guaranteed. I want every single investor to understand that, and I want to emphasize that. This is just an indicator to let us know where the momentum is going, because this is all still in bearish territory. The bulls won't have any leverage until they break through 454, and then beyond it to go ahead and pull away from it to get deeper into bullish territory. As always, I hope that with these cues and information, you guys are equipped for tomorrow's trading day. And if you found this video helpful and informative, and you're a first-time viewer and you feel inclined to subscribe, please do so. And don't forget to click on the bell to not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned to the end, because I have a new ticker symbol that you guys that are first-time viewers have not seen. And for the subscribers that overlooked it, this is one you don't want to miss, okay? And if you already saw this one, I look forward that as soon as you see which ticker symbol it is, I would love to see your guys' thoughts down below. Did you add it to your watch list? Did you do some more research on it? And how do you feel about the chart and what you're seeing up to this point? I look forward to engaging in conversation with you guys about that. So stay tuned for more information. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is one that we touched base on previously a couple weeks ago. We're going to look at its chart and how it's been reacting, and also reiterate some information because there's been a lot of new subscribers that have probably missed this, and also viewers and subscribers that may have overlooked it, just trying to get all the information on obviously the charts that they were looking for, and they didn't have time to stay towards the end. I highly suggest, if you're coming across this part of the video today and it's your first time, or you do it sometimes but not frequently enough, because I do it every single day, I suggest staying till the end, because there's a lot of information you won't want to miss. Now, yesterday's was a little bit longer than usual. I was trying to talk about different advice and different things on how I use charts and different parts of a stock to make a decision on why it might be something you want to add to your watch list. But the ticker symbol we're about to talk about is CLNE, Clean Energy Fuels Corporation. Now, this stock has so much room moving forward. We've talked about it. I mean, it's been growing. We've talked about the healthy consolidation. That's what each of these circles are. Obviously, the volatility of the market will always exist, but it's had its periods of consolidating and going to newer highs. And now we saw it kind of dip, right? After hitting a new high, we talked about it right here. I had circled here and I said, okay, we want to watch this if it's going to pull down, any lower, closer to $8, maybe $7, and then pull right back up. Well, that wasn't the case. It ran up right after, hit new highs, pulled back down, right, to around $10, and now we just ran back up again. So this is actually having trouble staying above $12 and staying around the $11 range, and then it falls back to 10, because we could see how it's been there since the beginning of January almost, right? And towards the end, starting February, it was back around the $10 mark. So it's been hanging around 10 and some change to 11 and some change. Now, it's back up It hit new highs, and we want to see this consolidate up here so that this can start to have some effect of staying and holding itself up above $12, and then it can break out to newer highs and new resistance levels for the next catalyst or good news. But when we look at this chart overall, right, all it's been doing is going up, and I've talked about the potential this has moving forward throughout the year. Now, this is in the Clean Energy Fuels Corporation sector, right? I mean, the name literally says it all. A lot of people focus on fuel cell. A lot of people focus on Blink, right? A lot of people focus on Plug Power and SEB, right? All these different ones that are, making these runs. But sometimes we're overlooking others that are running as well, where there's so much more room, right, beyond this upward trend for a stock that's such a small market cap, right? Only $2 billion, and it's already at $12 and some change. And as this company continues to grow, the stock will continue to grow, as well as their profit margins, right? They finally became profitable in 2019, and for 2020, they've had some struggling, okay? I'm not going to lie, but there is potential going into 2021 to receive some funding and so forth. And also, as this becomes more of a norm and their innovation starts to be used as a regular type of system and way of using energy overall. So CLNE, you definitely want to have on your watch list. There's so much potential moving forward. Obviously, the volatility of the market will always exist, but when you look at this chart, it just keeps on pushing up to newer levels, and I can only imagine this continuing into the year and probably even the next coming years. So do your due diligence, do your research. I just wanted to touch base on this again. I look forward to seeing anyone's comments that has already watched the previous videos. And did you take a position? Did you do some research? And what did you find? And what's your understanding from what you found? So I look forward to hearing that from you guys. And for any first-time viewers and investors, how do you feel about this chart and this company overall? Thank you guys always for watching. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any position on any stocks that we talk about here. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on information and opportunities that the market is showing. And you guys have to do your own due diligence and research to make your own rational decisions as investors. So thank you once again, and let's make some money.